Coming up on this week's edition of NPS Now, community forums discuss how to refresh our school district. Students learn how to stop bullying in their schools, and valuable information about Parent University. All that and more next on NPS Now. Hello and welcome to NPS Now, your source of news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. The Young Richter held its first community forum for Refresh NPS to get input from the public on the best usage of our school facilities.
What we want them to take away is basically the data that we're providing to them tonight, to get a good understanding of where the district sits, the state of the district, so to speak. So that way they understand, where some of the population pockets are, where population is decreasing or increasing in certain parts of the district, so that when we come back to them down the road with options, they have a better understanding of why those options were created in the way they were.
I think it's a good inclusive process. There's a lot of stuff to try to understand, and I'm not quite sure how you get your head around it, but I think it's a good effort to try to get people involved in it.
I think the process is going extremely well. I think that the community is taking an active part, and I think they feel like their voice is being heard, and I think that is going to help when the actual study concludes and we come with our results and findings.
The next public forums for Refresh NPS are scheduled for Monday, November 18th at Lake Taylor High School and Tuesday, November 19th at Booker T. Washington High School. Both meetings will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Students at Granby High School were recently introduced to Rachel's Challenge, a program designed to diffuse bullying and promote a culture of kindness and compassion. Following a powerful school-wide assembly, nearly 100 students met to receive special training and become members of the Friends of Rachel's Club. The students spoke about their personal experiences and how they could change the environment in their school for the better.
Today we're going to be working on just some tools and projects and activities that the students are able to use to continue this idea of a culture of compassion and kindness within their school, so it's not just a one-time assembly and they can go back to whatever they do. We really want to immerse their school in this idea of kindness and compassion.
I think it's important for the school, not just my school, but schools all around to have something like this, because I was bullied in 6th and 7th grade at my old school, and I think it's good for the schools to have it because you don't know what's going on in people's home lives or in the school. I want it to have a great impact because I think if we work all together, we could start a chain reaction and the school might just become a better place. People might actually want to come to school.
To learn more about Rachel's Challenge, visit their website at www.rachelschallenge.org. 20 teachers at Sherwood Forest Elementary received $50 gift cards, courtesy of the Walmart on Military Highway. These grateful teachers will use the cards to purchase supplies for their classrooms.
It will help my kids be prepared each day. I'll be buying pencils, paper, notebooks, folders, just to resupply our supplies and go buy some grade level books so they can read from our classroom library. Oh, it feels wonderful. It's nice to know that community appreciates what we're doing and they're supporting the school and the teachers' efforts.
The fact that we are able to help out our local schools, we know that teachers do a lot on their own, out of pocket. They do wonderful jobs just teaching our children. They spend so much time with our children, so just as a forum, just for us to give back.
Lindenwood Elementary students now enter their classrooms through brightly painted doors. Parents, community members, and a school board member all pitched in to make the school a brighter and more colorful place for students.
Well, the doors needed to be painted different colors, just like we need to bring more color into the building. Color is one of the things that really stimulates our children's minds. Their brains need a lot of stimulation, and color is one of them. So we thought that we would start with coloring the doors. We're going to go into further ventures with coloring the hallways and then into the classrooms.
I wish I could stick around long enough to hear the children's reactions, but just for me, having come on the first day and coming now and just seeing the difference in the way it brightens the hall, it just makes you feel better. And so we say that that's important for us as Norfolk Public Schools, for there to be a learning environment where children and staff and parents feel good. So I think at Lindenwood, they're definitely on their way.
The Norfolk Public Schools School Board held a work session on October 9th, which featured a presentation by Superintendent Dr. Samuel King about the Transformation Initiative. Following the presentation and a question-and-answer session, the board voted 6-1 in favor of the administration moving forward with next phase of planning. If you'd like to see the work session in its entirety, it's currently airing on WNPS-TV 47 daily at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. It can also be seen on demand on the front page of our website. To hear more about the Transformation Initiative and other important information about the district, register now for the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce State of the Schools Address, featuring Dr. King, on Friday, October 18th from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the Tidewater Community College Roper Theater. For more information, go to www.norfolkedfound.com. This year, Red Ribbon Week will be held from October 23rd through the 31st, and the theme is A Healthy Me is Drug-Free. Parents, talk to your kids about the dangers of drugs and proudly wear your red ribbon to spread the word about being drug-free. October is Bully Prevention Awareness Month. Norfolk Public Schools is committed to providing our students and parents with information on how to report incidents anonymously to the anti-bullying hotline at 757-628-1171. And our anti-bullying email is safeschools@npsk12.com. The National Association of Secondary School Principals and the National Association of Elementary School Principals salute our hardworking principals during National Principals Month. Please take a moment to write a note or do something special for your principal in honor of their commitment to our schools. Come out and greet your neighbors at the annual Norfolk Neighborhood Expo on Saturday, October 19th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the new Southside Aquatic Center. This event will feature fun and games for kids of all ages. For more details, call 664-6772. Northside Middle School is hosting a Party in Pink Zumba fitness class for Breast Cancer Awareness Month on Friday, October 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Zumba instructors from Washington, D.C. and New York City for an evening of fun while raising money for breast cancer research. Party in Pink is open to the public and the cost is only $5. If you have great story ideas or events happening at your school, please be sure to contact us at mpsnews@npsk12.com. Coming up next on NPS Now, an interview with the Golf Regional Tournament Champion and middle school sports action. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Steve Sutmiller, Senior Coordinator of Athletics. Welcome back to NPS Now Sports. First up, Region 6A South Golf. In the inaugural season, Granby High School's Alex Rivera won the individual title in a two-hole playoff. Rivera has a 3.7 GPA and is believed to be the first regional golf champion ever from the city of Norfolk. I had the opportunity to talk to Alex after his victory to find out how he was able to achieve this great accomplishment.
I started out at about 1 over through 5 holes, and then I made a bomb on 6 for birdie, and got back to even par through 9 holes. And then I birdied 10, 13, and 14, so to get to 3 under par, and parred out from there. And then I was told that I'm going to go into a playoff, and so I wanted to get right back out there. Went back on the 1 right away, hit a bomb of a drive, got to about 10 feet. Missed the birdie putt, then got to 2, had about 10 feet for eagle, and lipped out, but then tapped in for birdie for the win.
Your preparation for this year, we were involved in new conferences and a new regional format. How do you think that played in getting you into that into the position that you got into with the tournament?
My coach and I talked about trying to shoot around even par, and because we didn't know how the competition was going to be this year, we knew it was going to be a little bit tougher to make it to states. So I knew that I'd shoot around even par, and I knew I was playing well throughout the entire day. So then when I started rolling, I just kept going along with it, trying to make as many birdies as I could, maybe contend for the title. And when I came in, I knew I was tied for the lead, so I went right back into the playoff and just played my heart out.
I know Granby High School is very proud of you, and we just wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you.
In volleyball action, the Lake Taylor High School girls began Conference 17 play with a match against the Wilson Presidents. Here, a nice placement shot by senior Jordan Kelly to win a point. A good serve by freshman Tania Hawkins puts another point on the board. Amanda Wharton finds the gap in the Wilson defense right here. The Lady Titans had other good moments, but Wilson was a bit too much on this day. Lake Taylor loses their conference opener in straight sets. In field hockey, the Granby Comets kicked off their Conference 1 play against perennial power Cox High School. Granby High School was led by Elizabeth Seligman and Ainsley Daltrey. Granby was under pressure throughout, but a couple of nice saves by Taylor Cole kept the Comets in it. In the end, it was too much of Cox experience and death that led to the victory by the score of 6-0. Fall middle school sports are winding down and playoff positioning is at stake. In volleyball action, on the boys' side, Blair Middle School has a comfortable 2-game lead over Lafayette Winona Middle School. Blair won this match in 2 sets and remained undefeated. Blair was led by Dane Warner and Andrew Lyons, while Lafayette Winona Middle School's James Roberson and Sean Lewis kept the Rockets competitive throughout the match. Let's take a look at the middle school volleyball standings for both boys and girls. Big matchup in middle school football as Lake Taylor and Lafayette Winona both are 3-0 in the North Division. A crucial game with only 2 games after this. This was held at Powhatan Stadium. Let's check out the highlights.
Lake Taylor jumped out early with this touchdown pass from Keyshawn Bagley to Elijah Hicks. Lake Taylor doubles their lead as Hicks intercepts the pitch and goes to the house. Lake Taylor up 12-0. Lafayette Winona gets back in it as Antoine Joyner gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Lake Taylor came right back. This long pass from Bagley to Tyshawn Arterbridge gets Lake Taylor into the red zone. Lamarion James punches it in and Lake Taylor was up 18-6. But Lafayette Winona and Antoine Joyner were not about to quit. Joyner scores another of his 3 first-half touchdowns as the Rockets carried a 20-18 lead into halftime. Daquan Moon gets into the end zone as Lafayette Winona wins a thrilling contest 38-30.
Make sure you visit your big team's website for your school's results and schedules. More NPS Now after this.
Welcome back to NPS Now. With us today, we have Marquita Sykes, the Family Support Services Specialist, and Tatanisha Walton, the Kindergarten Early Learning Coordinator. Welcome, ladies, to NPS Now.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Parent University is what we're going to be talking about today, and it's an annual event that our parents come together to learn best educational practices for their students. Marquita, I'm going to ask you, tell me more about Parent University. When is it, and what's the theme this year?
Yes, Parent University will be held on this Saturday, October 19th, 2013. It's going to be at Lake Taylor High School, and the time is from 8 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. We're inviting all of the parents for Norfolk Public Schools to come from any grades, from elementary, middle, or in high schools, to come out and join us this day to attend various workshops and also have motivational speakers and just learn while having fun.
Now, how did we let the parents know about Parent University?
Yes, we have flyers that went home to all parents in all grade levels. On that flyer, on the back, it had a registration form where they can fill out their information if they're going to come. They also have on that form for bus transportation where they can get picked up from NPS school buses from any elementary school in Norfolk. So they can put that on their registration form, and they can turn that registration form back to the parent liaisons at the elementary schools. And if they're in the middle or high school, they can turn it into their office managers. On that registration form, it also has the children's program registration if they have kids from the ages of 3 through 10, because they will be also doing children activities with our kids that day.
So tell me, what is the purpose of Parent University? Why do we host it every year?
Well, Parent University has been going back for several years, and on that day we invite all of our parents, all of our NPS staff to come out under one roof that day and just to have enrichment for our parents. They can go attend several workshops. They can attend 2 workshops that day. They're going to have a motivational speaker come to kind of speak with the parents. We have things for our children to do, so they don't have to worry about their kids that day. They're coming in and they're just getting the information that they need to make their kids successful.
So what type of workshops are they having?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, and in addition to what Marquita said, Parent University was started by Dr. Gloria Hagans, and the idea was to provide the workshops for parents such that they can bring their children with them, and while their children attend various educational activities, it's actual children's program, the parents can attend the actual workshops and sessions, and
Yes.
Marquita has several sessions planned for parents that day.
Okay, so you have parent sessions and you have children's sessions. Tell me some of the children's sessions that's going to be going on.
Sure. With the children's program, we also piggyback off the theme of learning without limits. So we have activities that focus on careers and occupations. The students will receive an actual nonfiction book. Then they will also do some writing activities in the classroom, as well as interacting with some manipulatives to go over math skills and technology skills. And then we also have time for music and movement by having a health and PE teacher who will work with the students and promote wellness and fitness.
So what are some of the parent sessions? Give us a quick snapshot of
Yes,
what's being offered.
We have PBIS, which is the NPS initiative that we're doing in our schools on positive behavior intervention and support. We have several workshops on early literacy and reading, different subjects. We have one on science that's going to be conducted by our science coordinator, Veronica Haynes. We also have one on self-defense tactics for if situations may arise. We have some for social and emotional behavior needs, and various ones on how parent involvement is mandatory when it comes to child success.
So it seems like it's something for everybody. How many parents or students are we expecting to come this year?
We always plan for at least 500 parents. With our kids program, I think it fluctuates between the number of 300
to 300.
In order to have someone watching 300 kids, you got to keep them occupied. What type of support will you have for these children's programs?
For the children's program, we staff each of the classrooms with a certified classroom teacher. We also have NPS paraprofessionals that work alongside with the classroom teachers. In addition, we also have ESL staff to assist us for students who are bilingual. Then we also have support from the special ed department. So if there are any students who have various needs that need to be addressed, we try to make sure we have something to take care of all the students who come out that day.
Now, specifically, who's the guest speaker that's going to be sharing this year?
Yes, our guest speaker this year, his name is Mr. Brian K. Rice. He's a mechanical engineer, a motivational speaker, also a nonprofit president. He's from Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. He's going to be coming down and motivating our parents. He has different topics that he'll be speaking to the parents on, helping them to build a vision for their students, helping them to learn without limits and make their child be the above average student, and also showing them how divine love and being in their child's education is vital and important when it comes to student learning.
Walk me through that day when you first walk in the door till you leave at 1 o'clock.
Okay, yes, when we come in, we try to do the registration. We're going to open the doors at 7:30. A lot of the parents that are riding buses will be arriving at 7:45. When they come in, they're going to sign in at their child's school name table, and then they're going to go to the children's side and register their kids. Then we have breakfast, which is just pastries and things in the cafeteria for the parents and for the students. Once they finish signing in, we'll all meet into the auditorium at 8:30. At the auditorium, we'll have Dr. King, our superintendent, will be speaking. Also, Dr. Linda Savigny will be giving a welcome, and then Mr. Rice will come up and do his speech for the parents. At that time, we'll do door prizes, and then we'll let them know about the sessions. They'll leave there and they have about a 10-minute break, because we will have community vendors where they can go around and look at all the exhibitors that we have.
Who are some of the vendors that's going to be there?
Yeah, we have several vendors, about 25 this year. We're going to have Norfolk State University. We have Access College who will be coming out. We also have our very own Camp Young from Norfolk Public Schools, and we have a pre-K display table with our Office of Title I. We have the Head Start that will be doing a table, also Special Olympics, Girl Scouts, and just different other community vendors.
Tanisha, your piece with the children, how valuable is that, you think, over the years? How long have you been working with Parent University?
I've been working with Parent University since 2007, and I think the children's program piece is crucial to having the event and making it possible, because in many instances the parents would be unable to attend an event like this if we didn't have a program there for their children. And with the program, we tie everything into the SOLs, so it's not a babysitting service at all. The children come in, again, they're engaged with a certified teacher, there's a paraprofessional. We have hands-on activities. The students will receive books this year that they can take home with them. So again, it's a very important part, and it goes right along with the parent piece, and the students have a chance to, rotate and go through the different activities, and also they'll interact with some community vendors as well.
In order to do this type of event every year, where does the funding come from? How do you fund such a massive event for parents and students?
But we use our Title I funds. We have parent involvement funding also for Norfolk Public Schools, so we always set up in our budget to have the funds to have these events and be able to pay our presenters and our speaker to come down. We also, if they have teachers that are working the event that's not Title I, we get help from the other department, which is Dr. Corbin.
So in addition to coming in and listening to a guest speaker, going to workshops, what is a takeaway for a parent when they leave here? What do they take away from this workshop?
Right, well, when they come in, it's a lot of things that we have for them. We also always ask the community vendors to come out, because we think it's important that the parents, connect with the community, and they're all in that one place, so they can go to all these different exhibitors and get the information that they need, to take back home. We hope that they go to the workshops and they really learn things so they can take it back home. But we also provide the parents with parent bags, and in that bag it has the Norfolk Public Schools logo and just the information about the date, so they have that as a keepsake to use. We have various door prizes from different communities, Sam's Club gift cards and gift bags, different things that they can take home. Also, we have a certificate this year.
Perfect.
The certificate, it was a partnership with Norfolk Redevelopment Housing Authority and the Southside Coalition. With that, they have parents who have community service hours that they have to obtain. So the parents can come to this event and actually get the certificate for 5 hours.
So they get community service hours for even attending through NRHA and the Southside Coalition.
Yes,
I think that's a driving point for a lot of parents, and a new initiative that you're doing here. Is it too late to register for this event?
No, it is not.
It's not too late, and what they need to do is make sure that the parent liaisons, if they're in elementary school, and the office managers for the middle and high schools have the registration form with their information on it.
Okay, well, thank you, ladies, for coming on the show and discussing Parent University. And if you are a parent and you're interested in coming to Parent University, by all means, go to your child's school and register, and they'll share the information with the parent liaison. Again, we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. The show airs each week on Channel 47, or you can view it online at www.npsk12.com. Again, thank you for watching NPS Now.